Now, the government says that a lot of opportunities exist for youth to create their own jobs and therefore with their own health. But young people in Kenya insist that the so-called great opportunities only exist on paper. KTN's Stanley Mbichu dug deeper into the youth unemployment and poverty crisis in Kenya.
The government is cognizant of the fact that unless we invest in the potential of our youth and women, we will not achieve real demographic and gender dividend in the future. Therefore, in this budget, I'm allocating 850 million for the Uwezo Fund, 500 million for the Women Enterprise Fund, and 300 million for the Youth Enterprise Fund.
We want to see not just the 30% that we promised women, youth, and persons with disabilities out of government contracts, but we also now want to begin seeing at least a minimum of 40% of government purchasing being from local entrepreneurs.
In a quest to drive the economy transformation agenda, unemployment, among other relative factors, has proven a difficult experience, especially for the youth in Kenya. A major obstacle to the full utilization of human ideologies and resources that exist despite a relatively strong economical growth in the region over the last decade. But the big question is, just how much do we depend on the government to create employment opportunities?
Mwananchi anafaa kuja na kazi na ideas. Serikali inatuboost. Na ikutuboost ni ile pesa ambayo wanatoa zitufikie si wananchi ndio to create jobs. Lakini hiyo pesa nayo unajua sasa ikitolewa hazitufikii idea tuko nazo.
Mimi ndalilia serikali ikizidi tu ku create man. Mimi siwezi create ya kila mtu na create yangu peke yake. Na pia si lazima ni ya shida ile itoshi bado.
Many people hold the opinion that the rate of unemployment can be minimized only if Kenyans also focus to present opportunities that are currently unexploited.
If you sit around and wait for the government to come, the government will always be there. It has always been there and it will forever be there. So as youth, let us be more of citizens rather than being subjects. Because when you're being subject, then meaning that you are being subjected to negative powers and negative influence to cover us.
Kenyans are used to cry to the government for help. Even me, I used to cry. But when I realized that the government is just there to serve the whole nation, but opportunities are lying with us. It is only about us opening our eyes and realizing them. Then we just make a difference.
We need to change our mindset. The government spends billions of shillings on technology every year, and yet none of it is spent amongst our people. I don't understand why. Yeah? It's easier to make money out there than it is to make money from you. But we shall change this, and I want to promise you that we shall change this.
Is the government doing enough in creating jobs for the youth?
Wapi manze, karibu kila mtu ni jobless man. Sasa unapata hao ndio wanafanya create majob. Juu sisi hatuna kanini ama kanini. Juu wewe utasemaje ati uta create job hapa? Kanjo ikikupata hapa inakutoa mbio mbaya sana.
Nani una feel analegea sana katika kazi yake?
Serikali ndio wanatufail. Lakini serikali iko sawa. But our big fish hao ndio wanatuharibu sasa. Hao ndio wanakula kila kitu.
On its part to address unemployment, the government has had 3 recruitment exercises of 31,000 NYS servicemen and women. This will engage in national service programs all over the country in areas such as building dams and water pans, drilling water, agricultural activities, vector and border control. This number is expected to rise to 42,000 by November this year.
Young people in this country who have shown me some incredible innovations that they have had. But I must say that I am increasingly becoming disappointed by our inability to be able to tap into that energy, to be able to tap into those innovations.
Well, there may be a variation in the general public's opinion of who between the government and the Kenyans themselves is more tasked in creating more job opportunities and tapping into business ideas. However, though, one thing stands, that we all have the ability to do anything and everything. The difference is how we use that ability. Stanley Mbichu, KTN, Nairobi.